I'm smiling because I'm hoping that I don't get in trouble from the big boys for using copyrighted music. But here we are, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, live in Jacksonville, Florida, as the Carolina Panthers will be taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And we are here to have our show that is a traditional show that we have. So what is this show? So the day before games on road trips, I always go live to have a live Q&A with everybody out there that's watching. So here's how it works. There's a link that's in the description. I'm also going to pin it into the comments. And this is a show I go live all the time for the purpose of interacting with you guys, right? So, you know, where does the nickname Man of the People come from? Well, that comes from interacting with you guys, answering your questions. I say guys out of habit, but guys and girls, whoever, right, that's on the channel and has a question, want to talk about the team, the Panthers, the Jaguars, rules, whatever it may be. It's like you have a friend in the media, which is myself, right? So that is what this show is all about. Let me again, there's some people tuning in, so I'm going to wait a second before I start to bring everybody on. But I'm excited. I forgot one of my shirts, so this is obviously, you guys are probably like, what is Chris wearing? This is Chris wearing his shirt that he used to just drive in the car from Charlotte down to Jacksonville. Left my other shirt at the house, so this is what you got. But as again, you'll see, we're here live at Everbank Stadium, and Coach Dave Canales wanted to make sure that these guys had lots of practice and some humid weather. And I'm going to tell you, it is definitely humid. It is, 6:30 out here. Sun's gone down, so I thought I was going to be able to cool off pretty good, but the humidity is pretty thick, and this is 6:30, so who knows what it's going to be like tomorrow. So I'm just going to give a few shout outs, and I see Thomas, you're waiting in the room. I'm going to get to you in just a second. So what other things I want to point out real quick? I do want to touch on one thing before I get into the show. And again, this show is 100% whatever you guys call in and want, comments. And by the way, we've grown quite a bit, right? We have grown to over 13,000 subscribers. The goal is 20,000. But, our next goal that I want to get to is 15,000. So if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Lots of good stuff lined up for this season. I can't spill the beans yet because I have to wait for them to fully happen. But we have new things that are going to be lined up for our pregame show tomorrow, which will be at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then our postgame show, I can't say the time, but I am trying to speed up the production of it. And we'll have some new surprises for you guys with that as well. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. We're going to go over a few transactions that have taken place with this Carolina Panthers team today. That would be officially placing cornerback Damari Matthews. He tore his ACL. He's out for the season. He was a recent acquisition from Denver. He's going to be out for the season. That was something that we talked about the other day, but just an official transaction today for the Carolina Panthers. And then they brought up Jaden Crumedy from the practice squad, defensive tackle, brought him up to be eligible to be active tomorrow out here in Jacksonville against the Jaguars. So those are the two official transactions for today. And also, if you have not had a chance to check it out, please go and look at, there's a playlist on our YouTube channel with one-on-one interviews. By the way, just got to give ourselves a pat on the back. The most one-on-one interviews you will find of any independent media out there is on Charlotte Vibe. So we're doing our rookie interviews and just got a chance to sit down with Mitchell Evans the other day. And it's a chance to get to know him as a player, but also as a person. I think it's a really cool, different perspective for these guys and you all to get to know them on this level. So that video was up today, as a matter of fact. So make sure you check that out. And we're about to get started. Again, whatever you guys want to talk about, let me go ahead and pin this into the comments. So give me just a second. This will be the link for you guys to join us live. And give me just a second. I'll get this on here for everybody. All right, so just put that out there and let me see if I can pin it. Give me just 1 second. I want to pin that comment for everybody to be able to see it, and then we'll get going. Hope everybody's out there doing pretty good, getting pretty excited. Uh, almost ready to get going. All right, here we go. Almost there. There we go. We pinned that message, so now everybody should easily be able to see that. And one more thing before we get started. One more thing before we get started. All this that you're seeing, well, you guys can't see the whole production around me, but it is a CNN looking set out here that's around me. It's possible by your support, your donations, your contribution, whether that's a super chat, a cash app, a membership. Please continue to support us. The more that you support us, the more that we can do. Still 2 more games that I want to be able to travel to. Don't quite yet have that in the budget. So I always say, hey, even if it's just $1, all the viewers chip in. That'll be enough to get us on there. And also our members always get special. Now, so I'll step to the side one more time. I'm also going to check my battery power to see how long we're going to be able to talk before we get into this too far. So we've probably got about 30 minutes that we'll be able to do the show tonight from this point right here. So that'll be good. And let's go ahead and get ready to get started here. Thomas, appreciate you waiting. I love it. I love it. So here's one of our members, SC Boy. What's up, Chris? Thanks again. Pounded in Florida. Yes, I am. Appreciate you very much. And then we got another one of our longtime members here, Knucklehead K, probably out there on the road, tuning in to give us some support. What's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. Yes, all is well. All right, so without further ado, to show you guys how it works, link in the description. Click on it, whether you're on a cell phone, a computer, whatever device you have with a camera and audio, use it, come on board, and let's talk. So without further ado, it's been a while since I've hit this button, so hopefully fingers are crossed, everything goes correctly. Thank you for patiently waiting. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Chris?
There you go, loud and crisp. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's a little
Yeah.
hot. Well, actually, it's not too hot right now, but it is definitely humid.
Okay. It's 67 here.
6, 7.
Low humidity, sunshine. It's beautiful. I mean, it's been beautiful, but we're in a dry spell. But hey, you know what? 67 September in Ohio, you can't beat it.
You'll take it.
Oh, heck yeah. So y'all can keep the humidity.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
I'll let Jacksonville
but,
keep the humidity.
right. But no, here we are, you know, before a game. Hopefully, they'll come out on top. But I mean, we'll just see. As long as they can go 8-9, 9-8, we'll see.
Uh huh.
But but it's just like the thing is, it's going to be one of those seasons to where I don't know if disappointment would be the type because for the fact that we're still early in this regime. It's like I don't want people to like if we have another terrible season, you don't want to give up on something and having to start over. I'm tired of starting over. So it's like we have to be patient. But no, it's going to be hopefully an interesting game, good season.
so,
Let's go.
so I know you may have a fan prediction on what you want this
Yes.
team to be. What's your
hmm
analyst prediction on what this team is going to be? How are you feeling in that regard?
I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, I think like the ceiling is 10, but I also think the floor is. I'm not going to say 5, but 6 or 7.
Yeah, so you
But
feel like we're going to be
as
better than last year.
yeah, oh, definitely better. But I don't. I mean, yeah, I was kind of a little annoyed that Thielen got traded, but it's what we kind of knew he was not going to retire as a Panther. He was going to go back to Minnesota. He knows this is probably his last year. Carolina's going younger, so it kind of just did not really make sense on having a 35-year-old on a team for the future. So I think that's one of the reasons why it's like we shouldn't panic about it,
You
even
know,
though that was a security blanket.
I really wanted Adam Thielen to stay. Him
Oh,
leaving,
so did I.
him leaving. I think he had a big place on this team, right? Because it's like
Oh yeah.
I feel like a lot of people got excited about the shiny new toys, right? Hunter
hmm
Renfro's, of course, number one, Tedora McMillan, and you kind of forget about good old trusty, reliable third down. You're going to get it. Uh, a dog once the game starts in between those white lines. Adam
Mm-hmm.
Thielen, who leads the team
Mm-hmm.
easily in receptions, and you take that guy out, which is a very reliable piece. And now you got these young guys that you're going to go boom, 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 boom. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that might make it hard for us to get some W's unless this run game with Rico and Chuba can be what it
Mm-hmm.
what you would think it could be with two guys that had 1,000 yards rushing last season.
Oh, definitely. But my thing is, it's just I have a feeling that Ted, I'm blanking on his last name, how
McMillan.
to say it, but yeah, I have a feeling that he will probably outshine Leggett. I don't think it's going to be a bad season for Leggett, but I think it's going to be to where he's going to be the Musa Muhammad, and Ted is going to be like the Steve Smith in a way, and could be that core for a while. But even with Jalen Coker, it's like he'll be like almost like a Ricky Pearl type, kind of like doing a comparison from about 20 some years ago. But no, I mean, I think they're fine. It's just that defense. I'm a little worried that if for some reason if Avero he'll have to go if they blow a lot of games with points again. Because at that point, if the offense is humming but the defense, they're going to have to get rid of them. So that's my only skeptical thing about keeping them back.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions or comments you want to make before you get out of here? Appreciate you tuning in.
No, yeah, no, thank you. I'm just hoping for a win so they can shut up about Jacksonville already. I mean, so far a lot of these analysts have been wrong about these games, so maybe I kind of like when Carolina's up against the wall and trying to go into somebody's house and win. So, but Panthers fans, if you're local in Charlotte, fill those stadiums. Tired of watching Panthers games and seeing the other team.
Hey,
So,
Thomas, good to hear from you, man. Hopefully, I'll see you again
uh,
soon.
sounds good. Have a good night.
All right, take care. So, yeah, yeah. Again, guys, there's a link in the description. Links in the comment as well for you all to join the show. That's 100% what this is about. I want you guys to get used to it. And if you can't join, then you can leave some comments and we'll interact that way. But certainly want you all to take advantage of this friend in the media that you have, which is myself. Most people are predicting that the Jacksonville Jaguars will be victorious in this game tomorrow, and not by a wide margin. Both of these teams did not have the best seasons last year. I think Jacksonville only had 4 victories. Yeah, I think Jacksonville was 4-13. So these teams last year are neck and neck. Two franchises that are trying to turn it around. We got Canales. He's on year 2. Name slips my mind right now, but the Jacksonville coach, he's on his first year. And I'm sure Trevor Lawrence is hoping that he can get some stability here as he tries to regain the form that he had when he first came into the league. And also, a little tidbit for you. Last time I was here, the Carolina Panthers lost. Was it the last game of the season? I know it's like right at the start of the year. If it was not the last game, it was certainly the next to last game. And David Tepper, I was happy in the pregame show. He actually walked by, got him to talk for 5 seconds, if you want to call it that. He just made a few comments. But later on after that game, it was reported that he threw a drink on somebody. He had that fallout, got fined for it. But good news for David Tepper. It's been reported that the owner's suite is now moved to the opposite end of the stadium and higher up, meaning he has less of a chance to be harassed by the opposing team while he's enjoying the game here with the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Haven't heard much from David really in quite a while, right? It's been a while. I would assume that that's very intentional, that he is now as quiet as he is. But nevertheless, I want to try to take a moment to get into some questions here. And let's see what we got. All righty. Penny Capone say, yo, let's go. Absolutely. John, let me zoom in on my camera here just a little bit. Just a little bit. Make a little small adjustment here. All right. Want to get that fix in there. John Murray, Chris, stay cool down there in Jacksonville. Keep it up, bro. I will try. It is definitely, it is cool. I won't say it's cool. It's not burning up hot, but it is certainly a little humid. Penny says second year watching. I appreciate it. Earl Lee Locklear, what's good? Hey, we are this time tomorrow. We'll have a lot more information about what we should be expecting from this Carolina Panthers team in this 2025 season. Right now, I was driving down here, catching up with family, and they, a question I get from everybody, how's the Carolina Panthers looking this year? And I said, man, the preseason for me these days is just so tough. I see a lot. I see these guys from OTAs, training camp, preseason games until tomorrow afternoon when they're going to kick off the season. And it's hard to tell what they're going to look like as a team because you've only seen bits and pieces. And they're trying to pick out something specific all the time when they're working. So individually, I know about some things, but even that, so I can't wait till tomorrow because now I can start to give you all some stronger convictions about what I see in this team. But appreciate you, Earl. Oh, so you watched the interview that I did earlier today with Mitchell Evans? Yeah, Mitchell Evans did his interview with me. I think it was Thursday. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to adjust this camera. I like to get things perfect, and I don't feel like it's perfect, so I'm going to make another adjustment here to try to get this a little bit better. Yeah, Mitchell Evans was a pretty cool guy. I like that a lot better. So if you haven't watched that Mitchell Evans interview, please check it out. Darrell, good view, Chris. Appreciate it. I'm safe. I got security on both sides. They're not like my security, but it's security here. So fortunately, I'm also safe, and I'm glad I'm doing it when I am because it feels like it's about to be a little storm that just comes in 2 seconds, and I had to pack up all this equipment and get out of here. But thank you very much. We'll be live again. I don't know if I'm going to do from this exact spot or not tomorrow. Maybe from this exact spot tomorrow. I know it'd be pretty crowded with people walking around me, but we'll try. Hey, Darrell, since you are a member, you get something like this, right? Members always get a little special love when they sign on. Thank you very much for your membership, checking us out. All right, we got T. Cole that jumped in. Chris, man of the people. Yeah, I'm here in the flesh. I know I can get one more caller. So, again, there's a link in the description, and I'll have also pinned it in the comments. I'll type it one more time. I know it takes you guys sometimes a while to get used to it. Something that not many people, actually nobody else does in media, allow you to call into the show. So, yeah, I have a lot that I could talk about, but that's saved for tomorrow's pregame show at 11. This show tonight is just to interact with you guys, answer any questions. It can be personal. I like to connect with my audience, so if there's personal questions out there, go for it. I'm not mad about it, but thank you, T. Cole, for checking us out. All right, we got another caller here. Give me a second to see if we can get this working. What's going on, John? How you doing?
How are you? I'm good, bro. I'm here.
I've been missing you at the gym.
Yo, you been back?
I get out there here and there, but trust me, my schedule's so sporadic, you wouldn't catch me.
No, I got you. Yeah, kids are back in school, so I usually go first thing in the morning, or now with them doing stuff in the afternoon, I'd be going at night sometimes, or if wifey needs me at home, I'm home. So
yeah, looking good. What you got for us tonight, man?
Oh, yeah, I'm just excited for the season. I'm gonna put you on my car. Excited for the season, man. Me and my brother are the only Panther fans in our family. My dad's a Steeler fan, so
okay.
I gotta hold the phone. So we're ready, man. Ready to get it going. What you got lined up for us tomorrow? So you'll be out there again, same spot?
Yeah, so we'll be live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Probably this same spot. I was thinking about not doing it because this is obviously a main gate entrance, and that there's going to be thousands of people around me. Some people don't like to walk around you, but I think I'll be early enough that I may be willing to risk being right in the pathway of people. Might go a little bit to the grass. But, yeah, 11 o'clock show tomorrow. And then the post-game show will be as quick as I can. I'm trying to speed it up, to get it from the press box down to the field and set up. But I'm going to try to be live about 30 minutes after the game, breaking down things, giving the recap from the coach press conference, telling what's going on in the locker room, and hopefully some player interviews. So got all that lined up for you guys tomorrow. Yep.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, man. Let's have just pumped for the season. No questions. We'll see it. We know Icky's out, so that can be a little iffy, but we got some good depth, so we'll figure that part out as we go. But just ready to get it rolling, man. And I'm down 62 pounds now since I saw you.
Wow.
So
Wow. Congrats.
yeah. Thank you. And then here's my little one.
You got the little one?
Yeah,
What's up, little lady? Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
It good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just with Daddy having a good time.
Yeah, I came outside because I knew they would interrupt, but she came and found me. But I'll let you go, Chris. Thank you for the coverage, as always. And I'll see you when you get back up here.
All right. Appreciate you tuning in.
Yes, sir, bro. Have a good one.
All right. So, again, one big family here, man. I enjoy meeting you guys. Some have been in Charlotte, some all around, but it's good. It's a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody very much. Penny says, we have to start fast tomorrow. Absolutely. I mean, starting fast, whether it's tomorrow and the game itself, starting fast overall for the season, you want to certainly get that momentum going early as possible to set the tone for your season, right? So hopefully that'll be something that we're able to do tomorrow and have some good things to report once the game is over. There's just too many unknowns right now. I'm assuming that this comment is in reference to talking about this team and what they're going to be like. And yes, it's a lot of unknowns. I mean, our job is out here to talk about this team and predict things, but my style, the way I see it, it's hard to predict a lot when you haven't seen them in a true environment. Coach has talked about how he tries to get these guys to practice as hard as they can, full speed. He's like, guys, we got the sports science things and you guys hooked up to monitors. We'll get you your rest. We'll get each individual guy the rest he needs, but just give me your all so that way I know we're preparing to be the physical team that I want us to be. But he said even with that instruction to the team, he realizes that it's still just, you cannot duplicate the energy with 70, 80,000 people in the stadium full, the guys on the other side with different uniforms on trying to take your head off, and how much faster the game gets and is played at that point. So, we'll start to see it tomorrow unfold, and we'll go from there. I'm a Bears fan rooting for the Panthers. Thank you for DJ Moore. You Bears fans always still seem to find a way into the chat. I'm not mad at you. Appreciate you tuning in. Okay, bad rainstorm and wind in South Carolina right now. All right. How are the kids? So, yes, the kids, what do we got? So, the oldest, Chandler, he's 24. And then the two younger ones, Cyrus, is about to turn 4 in 2 weeks. Sierra's about to turn 2 in about a month. They are doing well, walking around. And let's see, do I have any stories I can tell about the kids off the top of my head? My son likes the light-up shoes. That's his thing now, loving his light-up shoes. And my daughter just likes to be held. She just likes to be held and spoiled. Thanks for asking, man. Appreciate it very much. All right. Not too many questions coming in tonight. Everybody's getting used to me being back and the season being back. Not a problem at all. So I will talk about a few things as we wait to see if there's going to be any more call-ins or any more questions. We kind of touched on this with the first caller with Thomas and the wide receivers. Adam Thielen being gone, to me, is a big deal. It's a really big deal. It's not like, oh, yeah, well, we got these other guys. Like, we do have those other guys, but the consistency in which Adam Thielen plays and brings to the game, I think will be missed. I know will be missed. You also then say, okay, we're going to be relying on Jalen Coker. Coker then gets out with I think it was a quad or hamstring. Don't quote me on that, but he's out for at least 4 weeks. And then that required us to get Hunter Renfrow back from his side job to Carolina. And not only did we get him back and put him on the 53, but he's going to start this Sunday. And I think that part is going to be tough for this team. Passing the ball with the wide receivers, everybody getting in sync with Bryce being actively can get his head taken off by the opponents and not just pushed or wrapped up. And having wide receivers, that's their first game. Hunter Renfrow, is not his first game, but it's his first game after a year. He's going to be dealing with some anxiety and emotions, I'm sure. I shouldn't say anxiety, but emotions for sure, as well as his conditioning and being able to deal with this humidity and heat down here. T-Mac, same thing. So that run game with Chuba, with Dowdle, and even Etienne will be important. Jatavian Sanders continuing to develop will be important. And then, honestly, the biggest thing will be, I'm talking about offense. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm only talking about offense. I should be talking about the defense, because the defense is going to be where we have a chance to get better and where we need to get better. So, and I see a question here that I'm going to get to. And I'm just walking off for a second, guys, because I'm on battery power that I didn't fully recharge before I came out here. So I just want to make sure that I am stopping before. All right, so we've got about 15 more minutes. So we can certainly keep rocking through here. The defense, that's going to be crucial. We were I shouldn't even say one of the, we were bad. The worst defense last year in the league, stopping the run. It was just terrible, right? So I feel like that's the bigger thing to watch, because that's the bigger thing that will continue to take us to the next level, right? Will we be able to stop the run? Will we be able to stop the pass? But mostly the run is what did us in a lot last year. And with that, we have Derek Brown that's back, so that will be very significant having Derek Brown back. And then we got some new pieces with Tershawn Wharton on the other end, and then having Ashawn Robinson in the middle. So having those three, and then now we got the four linebackers. We got Rose Boom that's in there now for the sheriff. I can't remember his real name at the moment, but the sheriff, we let him go. He's not recovered from his concussion that he had last year. But we have a lot of new pieces on the defense, right? And it's going to be seeing how those guys continue to look. Now, it's exciting on that defense. Shaw Smith-Wade had a really, really, really outstanding training camp, right? So you look at a guy like Shaw Smith, if he can continue to show the ball hawking skills that he showed and the confidence that he showed in training camp, that's going to be really, really good. J.C. Horn continues to play at the level that he's played at. And then you also got Damani Richardson. That's been evolving as well. And don't forget our new draft picks that have come in, right? With Scorton as well. And then is it Nkum? Thomas Nkum, how can he contribute to help? So it's just a lot of pieces that will be evaluated to see where this team goes, and you start to have your idea. But defense is really the big point that we need that help in, right? Defense. All right, let me see what other questions we have out there. Just a second. All right, let's continue to go. Welcome back, Chris. Be safe out there behind enemy lines. Thank you. Y'all got my 6 though, right? Y'all just start blowing me up with comments if you see something behind me coming up on me. All right, I'm going to rely on you guys for that part. All right, Juan, Don, let me see if I can't get your comment up here. Wanda, who are our safety? You got Trevon Moreg, and Nick Scott as your safety. Trevon Moreg and Nick Scott as your safeties. Let's see. Back to being a member. All right, look at there. John Morales. Let's give it up. Round of applause. Again, independent media 100% supported by you all. So anytime that you're able to support us, super chat, super thanks, a Cash App dollar, please do so. It goes a long way. I'll give you guys one more second. Let me also play a clip here from my interview that I had the other day with Mitchell Evans. So again, band of the people at work for you guys. I think these interviews are important to, again, I know a lot of people just know the guy for the number. Guy gets hurt, guy struggles, you're just like, which I'm not saying you will stop having that kind of attitude, but also just kind of knowing the guy. You might be like, oh man, that sucks that he's hurt, that sucks that he's struggling, because the guy's trying, he just can't get it. But there's also some guys that you might get to know and be like, you feel differently. But here we go.
I would say just doing like the dirty work. I'm not the fastest, most flashy guy, so I feel like I really take kind of pride in trying to get better in the trenches. It's something I feel like that kind of got me to this point. Is something I'm able to, like, I have the willingness to do that.
So there you have, that was Mitchell Evans, and I'm going to play it for you one more time. But we talked for about 12 minutes right before he had to go to a meeting. I almost made him late. But it was, as a rookie, you got to find ways to contribute, right? And there's a lot of responsibilities that tight ends have. David Canales the other day said that he feels like tight end is the most difficult next to the quarterback with the different responsibilities these guys have, from run blocking, pass blocking, route running, line up in different formations, all the things that they must do. So I asked Mitchell, what does he take the most pride in of all those different responsibilities as a tight end? And I'll play it for you guys one more time. Here's his response.
I would say just doing like the dirty work. I'm not the fastest, most flashy guy, so I feel like I really take kind of pride in trying to get better in the trenches. It's something I feel like that kind of got me to this point. Is something I'm able to, like, I have the willingness to do that.
So you will see Mitchell Evans out on the field tomorrow. Hey, hats off to Dan Morgan and all the draft picks, because this year all of his draft picks are still on the 53-man roster. You'll see Mitchell on special teams. But something else that he went to say, and a lot of rookies notice this, like, everybody at this level is fast. Everybody's strong. He says nothing that he's done, but it certainly gives you a reminder that you can't take a play off. You get your head knocked off in this league. So putting in that hard work, knowing that he's not the fastest, knowing that he's not the strongest, you need guys like that on your team at different positions that love to do the dirty work, because not everybody likes to do the dirty work, right? If you're really, really good, you might not necessarily take a play off, but you might not be the best receiver that's run blocking or run blocking or things like that. So that's good stuff to hear from. Check out the full interview. It is currently on the channel live right now, and make sure you like it, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. So let's continue to work through some of these questions. How was the drive down to Jacksonville? So it's about a 5.5, 6 hour drive. Shout out to Hertz. I need sponsors. I still want to be independent, but with some sponsors. I love to rent from Hertz. It's a Hertz that I go to. Shout out to those guys that are working at the Hertz that I always go to. They always take really good care of me, and give me a nice vehicle. Not give me a nice vehicle. I mean, I'm paying for it, but I like the service of those guys. But the drive down was pretty good. No issues, no traffic. I got a hybrid car, so my fuel economy was awesome. And it's self-driving a little bit, but I'm going to tell you, Hyundai. Really nice car, really cool features. But that self-driving is a little not as smooth as I've seen in other cars. I'm sure they're going to say it's not self-driving, because that's not technically what they advertise it as. But, yeah, easy drive down. Got here a good time, so thanks for asking. Here we go. We got another member. For the members, we get a little special love. We get a little special love for our members. Appreciate you tuning in. All right. T Green. Hey, Chris, finally caught up with you. Keep pounding. Yeah, you did. You caught me. And make sure you guys continue to catch me because I will be live tomorrow at 11 a.m. somewhere approximately in the same spot right here, going through a lot more information about the game, the latest news, the inactives, what to expect, yada, yada, yada. So make sure you subscribe, watch. And again, for everybody that might be tuning in for the first time on this broadcast, tonight is just a live Q&A for whatever you all want to ask me, whether that's people that want to click the link, which I hope that you will do, and join me, or if you just want to leave some comments. So lots of more information I have, but I say that for the pregame show tomorrow that hopefully you all will check out. Thank you, T Green, for being a member and for joining the show tonight. John Morales with the question here. What is your final score prediction? I'm sorry, I'm just making sure I did not see lightning to my left. That was just some flashing lights. But I don't do score predictions. I don't. Usually when I have a co-host, I'll let them do it. Don't have a co-host this season to do the predictions. I don't know, but if you guys have score predictions, I'm gonna reverse it back to you guys. What is your score prediction for tomorrow? Again, I know it's a little delay. What is your score prediction for tomorrow? So we might end on this unless I get any new questions that want to pop up, which I will stay here and entertain. But score predictions, do we have them? What are they? While I give you a minute to see if there's any score predictions that come in, I will say this. Shortly, we will find out what the Jacksonville Jaguars have in mind for Travis Hunter. It's going to be a tired man tomorrow. Playing on offense, playing on defense, playing against J.C. Horn, then as offense, maybe covering Tedoroy McMillan on the defensive side. We will see. All right, T. Green predicts 23-20. And, yeah, I see some dark clouds moving in kind of quick. So we'll stay on about another 30 seconds. Well, there we go. So Panthers by 3 from T. Green. Penny Capone says Panthers by 7. Yeah, I certainly do feel like it could be a close game tomorrow. For sure. Close game tomorrow. We're about to wrap up. So, again, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. It really helps us continue to grow. I appreciate it sincerely if you could help us get closer to those 15,000 subscribers. Like the video, leave a comment. All those things help the YouTube algorithm share our video with other people. So I sincerely appreciate it if you do so. If you see me out and about, whether it's on a road game, a home game, out in the streets, whatever, please, you guys make this channel 100%. I appreciate it 100%. So introduce yourself, say hello. I'd love to meet you and get to know who you are. So that is it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Continue to support. We'll continue to grind it out and bring you all of the Carolina Panthers news and updates. Chris Jenkins reporting live from Everbeck Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you all so much for the support.